It's time, Marcus Rashford announces summer decision after challenging Man Utd season. Manchester United news as Marcus Rashford has announced he will take some time away from social media activity after a testing season, with more to come after FA Cup success. Marcus Rashford will be taking a break from his online activity during the off-season for Manchester United. The forward helped his side to win the FA Cup on Saturday and now has a big summer ahead. Having played a big role in Kobbie Mainoo's crucial second goal at Wembley, Rashford finished a tough campaign on a high. He only managed 7 Premier League goals in Erik ten Hag's second year in charge, during which he has been criticised on social media and by matchgoers for his performances. Earlier this season he took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to defend himself from abuse just days after being booed by sections of the fan base during the FA Cup semi-final penalty shootout win over Coventry City. Now he is coming from a position of strength after lifting a 5th major honour with his boyhood club. Writing online, Rashford said, "It's time to come off socials for a few weeks. I plan to rest and reset mentally after a challenging season individually and collectively. Thanks to the fans that stood by me through a difficult period. To the ones that didn't just remember at United, we always stick together. Prayer hands emoji." Following the FA Cup win over Manchester City, he posted a similarly defiant message. "People want to know what Man Utd means to me. Red heart emoji." He wrote the message alongside an image of himself clapping supporters and crying during the celebration. Rashford has been linked with a move away from Old Trafford this summer, despite only signing a new contract in August. It comes with uncertainty over ten Hag's position as head coach and the first transfer window under the sporting control of Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. United have lots to do over the coming months, and getting Rashford back to his best is among them. Unlike some of his teammates, he will not be heading to an international tournament, with his country having been left out of Gareth Southgate's provisional 33-man squad for Euro 2024. It leaves Rashford with ample time to prepare for the new campaign after a holiday. Arsenal hold secret Marcus Rashford meeting as £42 million release clause transfer U-turn now possible. Arsenal transfer news with the latest headlines and rumours from the Emirates Stadium ahead of the summer window, with updates and a football.London take on Marcus Rashford and Vitor. Roque. Arsenal are just over 2 weeks away from the opening of the summer transfer window. The Gunners are expected to be one of the busier teams as well, with work to be done across the field. Mikel Arteta has a strong squad available to him, but is likely to trim some of the outsiders to his preferred core that have had extremely limited opportunities in the past 2 years. With their exit will come a kitty that allows for more investment in key positions. Despite going a step further than last season, there are upgrades required in certain areas that the club hopes will help cut the gap to Manchester City yet again, if not reduce it altogether. It certainly promises to be an entertaining ride. Here, football.London brings you the latest from around the market ahead of the window kicking off in mid-June. Marcus Rashford meeting. It has been reported online that Mikel Arteta has met with Marcus Rashford in recent weeks about a possible move to Arsenal, one of many topics discussed. Both parties are said to be open to the prospect of a deal being done. It is not the first time that Rashford has been linked with the Gunners, either. He has long been a rumoured player of interest, and even a new long-term contract last summer has failed to see things around his future quieten down. Rashford is on over £300,000 per week at Old Trafford and has 4 years left on his deal. A poor season at his boyhood club and the potential for yet another managerial change has left his future up in the air, with a section of the United fanbase fed up with the striker's inconsistency. The 26-year-old only managed 7 league goals in 2023-24, despite coming off the back of getting 30 last year. It has seen his stock plummet over the past 6 months, as well as his international career halt. Football.London says, there is still an allure in Rashford even with his performance levels not being at his usual standard. He is the perfect age for a forward to be hitting full stride, yet still room for improvement, and as an Englishman would slot in well at Arsenal. He is versatile enough to play any role that Arteta would want of him, and it is evident just how unstoppable he can be when in the right mood. Arsenal may well be the exact environment to get Rashford back to his best. A transfer like this between United and Arsenal feels unlikely at this stage though. Any new manager is surely going to make him central to plans this summer, at least for a look-in, and the price could be a stumbling block as Arsenal try and comply with financial rules. The Gunners have a lot of business to do this summer, and Rashford isn't someone who springs to mind as being a priority deal. That doesn't mean there isn't sense to it. Vitor Roque U-turn. Arsenal are one of a number of clubs said to be targeting Barcelona attacker Vitor Roque this summer, despite the teenager only moving to Spain in January. Alongside Manchester United and Tottenham, Edu Gaspar is reportedly leading the charge for the Brazilian. Roque completed his high-profile move from Atletico Paranaense earlier this year for £40 million, but only scored twice under Xavi as Barcelona put up a meek title defence and were once again plunged into turmoil. His manager never appeared to take too well to his addition, and agent Andre Cui has hit out at the former midfielder. Everyone thinks that Vitor Roque has to have more minutes and no one understands why the coach, Xavi, doesn't give them to him, Cui said. Xavi never spoke to the player. I do not understand this situation and I think it is not good for either party. I have told the boy that what he has to do is work even harder and wait for the opportunity, but I have also seen matches to give him minutes and prominence and thus avoid this unpleasant situation, football.london says. When Roque left South America he was being spoken about as a player comparable to Endrick. His initial time at Barcelona has been far from ideal though. Perhaps only a club as crazily run as the Catalan Giants would ever consider selling a 19-year-old 6 months into a 7-year deal, but predicting their decisions is as hard as it gets. If Roque is truly available then Arsenal would be right to be in the mix again. They have a contingent of Brazilians, though the long-term future of Gabriel Jesus is unclear, and wish to bring in the best young talent in the world. If managed carefully there would be an ideal structure around Roque to help him develop, and for what could be a cut price given his struggles and reported £42 million release clause, it feels like a piece of business worth trying. Marcus Rashford announces social media hiatus to reset mentally after challenging season, amid uncertainty over Man United future and omission from England's Euro 2024 squad. Manchester United star Marcus Rashford is taking time away from social media to reset his mindset ahead of next season. Rashford won FA Cup with Man United. England international criticised during season. Star announces break from social media. WHAT happened. Rashford, 26, admitted the 2023-24 season was a challenging one for himself as he battled poor form on the pitch and behavioural issues off it. The England international finished the campaign with 7 goals and 2 assists across his 33 appearances in the Premier League. What Rashford said. It's time to come off socials for a few weeks, Rashford wrote on X. I plan to rest and reset mentally after a challenging season individually and collectively. Thanks to the fans that stood by me through a difficult period. To the ones that didn't just remember at United, we always stick together. It's time to come off socials for a few weeks. I plan to rest and reset mentally after a challenging season individually and collectively. Thanks to the fans that stood by me through a difficult period. To the ones that didn't just remember at United, we always stick together. The bigger picture. The statement from Rashford arrives after he failed to make the provisional squad released by England boss Gareth Southgate for Euro 2024. Rashford was also pictured in tears after the recent FA Cup victory over Manchester City last weekend, which sparked rumours that it could be his final game for the club amid links with a move away from Old Trafford. Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal have been touted as possible landing destinations for the homegrown talent. What next for Rashford? He will now take time away from social media and football to relax after the season came to an end on Saturday. Whether or not he will still be at Old Trafford when the new campaign kicks off remains to be seen. Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes react to emotional Manchester United exit. A number of Manchester United stars have sent their best wishes to Martial, who will leave the club this summer after 9 years of service. Bruno Fernandes and a number of other Manchester United players have sent messages of goodwill to Antony Martial after he confirmed he would leave the club this summer. The French attacker's contract expires next month, and he departs Old Trafford having suffered from persistent injury problems over the last 3 years. He has not played since December 9 due to illness and rehabilitation from groin surgery earlier this year. He has not been offered a contract renewal by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Martial leaves United having scored 90 goals and recorded 47 assists in 317 appearances, only 71 of which have come in the past 3 of his 9 seasons. He exits Old Trafford having lifted the Europa League, 2 League Cups, Community Shield and 2 FA Cups, albeit failing to feature in United's last 3 finals. Taking to Instagram, Martial confirmed his impending exit from the club. He wrote, "After 9 incredible years at the club, the time has come for me to turn a new page in my career. I'd like to thank you, fans, from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me. Your songs, your encouragement and your love for the club are memories that will remain engraved in my heart forever. I would also like to express my gratitude to all my teammates, technical staff and all the members of the club I have met during my 9 years here. I am proud to have been able to share these experiences with you." Martial added, "Manchester United will always be in my heart. This club has left its mark on my career and offered me an incredible opportunity to play in front of you. I'm leaving to take on new challenges. I'll always be a Red Devil and I'll continue to follow the club's results with passion. Dear Manchester United fans, it's with great emotion that I write to you today to say goodbye. After 9 incredible years at the club, the time has come for me to turn a new page in my career. Since I arrived in 2015, I have had the immense honor of wearing this shirt and playing in front of you, the best supporters in the world. You have been an unwavering support, through the good times and the difficult. Your passion and loyalty have been a constant source of motivation for me. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me. Your songs, your encouragement and your love for the club are memories that will remain engraved in my heart forever. I would also like to express my gratitude to all my teammates, technical staff and all the members of the club I have met during my 9 years here. I am proud to have been able to share these experiences with you. Manchester United will always be in my heart. This club has left its mark on my career and offered me an incredible opportunity to play in front of you. I'm leaving to take on new challenges. I'll always be a Red Devil and I'll continue to follow the club's results with passion. Thank you again for everything, and see you soon. With all my affection, Antony Martial." A number of United colleagues, including Fernandes, have sent their well wishes in the comments section below his goodbye post. Among them are Marcus Rashford, Christian Eriksen and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, all of whom may be sold this summer. Meanwhile, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire and former United winger and now Nottingham Forest star Anthony Elanga sent a series of love heart emojis. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, "My guy Christian Eriksen, all the best Anto. Marcus Rashford, so many memories together. Stay blessed brother. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to miss link up with you Toto.